This comes just a month after 4 Americans were kidnapped in Mexico. 2 were found fatally shot.
Feeling like summer out there this morning. Temperatures starting in the mid to upper 60s. We're seeing a little bit of sunshine, especially through parts of southern Illinois, closer to the I-64 corridor. Sparta, Mount Vernon, seeing a little sun. More clouds farther southward into Metropolis and Poplar Bluff. Despite the clouds, it is an extremely warm morning outside. Temperatures already climbing into the upper 70s, 77 degrees in Carbondale. Less than 10 degrees off the record high, by the way. The record in Carbondale today, 85, set all the way back in the 1930s. 75 in Mount Vernon, 74 in Harrisburg, 76 in Paducah, and it does have that summer-like feel where dew points, this is a measure of the amount of humidity or amount of moisture in the air, have started to make their way into the mid to upper 60s. These are readings we typically expect towards the later part of the spring and into the summer. So yeah, it is a very warm day. Expecting temperatures to likely not break the record in Carbondale, but it's going to be pretty close to this afternoon. Most of our storms, we will start tracking some of those late tonight, but I really think for much of our region, the bigger focus is going to be on Wednesday now. We have seen this cold front slow down a lot compared to what we expected maybe a couple of days ago. Eventually that cold front will work its way through Wednesday evening, and we do anticipate some cooler weather to filter in here towards the second half of the week. Showers and storms back up the Ohio River into parts of Ohio and northern Kentucky, and there is a warm front lifting northward. A little complex of storms just pushed through Moline, Illinois, and actually seeing some reports of damage there. Area of low pressure though just now making its way over the Rockies. Look at all the snow on the other side of this. It's winter-like. Check this out. Blizzard warnings from western Minnesota back through the Dakotas and northern Nebraska. Some very heavy snow expected out across the northern plains and the upper Midwest. And of course, on the warm side of this, the bigger risk for severe weather. Level 4 from the Storm Prediction Center out across eastern Iowa, west central Illinois, and another area that's a level 4 from southern Missouri back into northwest Arkansas. Notice that threat level, though, does increase in our region. Right now, it looks like from about late this evening through early Wednesday morning, the biggest threat will be through some of our Missouri Ozark counties, and a level 2 farther eastward across western or out across southern Illinois, much of southeast Missouri. So we'll keep an eye on some of the storms late tonight. We'll time everything out here, lower 80s this afternoon. We are dry through the daylight hours today, but closer to midnight, we'll be tracking some showers and storms moving out of Arkansas and working their way northward. And here we go into the early morning hours on Wednesday. Some of these storms, especially in our western counties, could be strong with large hail, damaging winds, and possibly a few tornadoes. Then we look ahead to Wednesday, somewhat of a lull first thing in the morning, but here comes the cold front. And since it has slowed down, we are likely going to see some more storms redevelop during the afternoon hours right along that cold front. Highest chances will be southeastern Illinois, western Kentucky. Finally, by about 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, everything quiets down. But the Storm Prediction Center, this is from 7 a.m. tomorrow to 7 p.m. tomorrow, puts most of our area at level 3, and the slowing down of the cold front has also increased some of those rainfall totals, expecting now more than an inch in some areas. So we go from 82 today behind the front to a high of only 57 by Thursday. It's a very short-lived cool down, though. We'll bounce back into the upper 60s by Saturday, back in the 70s on Easter Sunday, and staying into the 70s early next week.
Hey, and 4 days of dry time, that kind of feels like a record at this point.
Yeah, so we're going to be ready for it.
All right, I'll take it. Thanks, Nick.